Hello everyone, welcome back to the rampant running action of Bit Trip Runner 2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien. And if you hit the J button, or whatever button it is on your controller, you can actually change your costume. Another cool feature of Runner that was not seen in the original. So it's just more fuel to go back through the levels you've been through before, and look through them carefully to find keys and treasure chests. There's usually those split alternate paths that you can choose from, that will either let you go down the harder route or the easier route, and they indicate that by the arrows. So if you see a red arrow, or green arrow, or a blue arrow, the blue arrow means alternate ending, the green arrow means it's a lot easier than the way that the red arrow is, and the red arrow is tougher, but usually has a treat at the end. So things to keep in mind as you are running through your own levels. Damn it, missed an easy gold right there. Nothing even impeding me. And that's another part of this game that it's funny. I mean, I can't get mad at it. It's definitely a way to earn extra points, but the bonus challenge of running through this level without hitting any enemies once or any sort of obstacle, it'll let you go through the checkpoint as if you didn't go through the checkpoint. So it acts as if, hey, this guy's so good, I bet he can do it in one run. Ah, no, you're absolutely wrong, Gaijin. I mean, yes, maybe sometimes, but not today. No. So that is another way to earn extra points if you do so amazingly awesome. You don't hit anything, get all the gold, you can do a bonus completion challenge and get even higher scores. Try and set your own world record. Yeah, there's another one of my viewers, and Gamerscast at second. A close second. It's cool because, you know, having played this on the Wii, somebody mentioned that Bit Trip Complete had leaderboards finally. You know, I'm glad that at least that game put it in there. But all the separate WiiWare titles, when I picked them up, they didn't have leaderboards. So it's funny to see it now, especially with people who own the game. It's kind of like going into a Pokemon gym and you see Gary or your rival's name on the little mat there saying, "This gym has been completed by the following trainers," and it's only ever him. Oh, okay, that doesn't deserve a cut. That was real close to the halfway point. But yeah, you see Matt going through all these levels far before me, and it feels just like that. Like, ah, Gary beat me to another gym. And he probably beat me to not smacking his head into those spiked balls. So let's try going up the easier way this time, huh? Yeah, that'll work. And what's awesome is that even if you go through this game and you play it at the difficulty level I'm playing it at right now, which is just right, you can go back again. Oh, see, down there was a bit more difficult, but there was another costume. So maybe when I'm off camera and not caring about how many times I have to run through this, I'll go get those costumes. But yeah, you can play this at a higher difficulty or a lower difficulty. So if just right is just wrong at your skill level, which is completely understandable, this game does get more difficult as it progresses, then you could even alter the difficulty level. Just gotta hit the Q button, or whatever button it is on your controller. That's what I'm really waiting for. I'll probably go back once I got a controller to get all these treasure chests and keys and things and alternate endings, but for now, I'm not too much of a fan with the keyboard. I just kind of wanted to play this game while it's still fresh and present it to you guys. There's no way I'm missing a core upgrade. Come on. I never miss those. I'll miss gold, but I need those plus marks. I like when I go Mega Giga. Well, there's no Giga in this level. There's only up to Extra. But Giga is one of my favorite levels that Commander Video has been known to get. And nope. I just tested it right there. I was curious, thinking, oh, there's a giant block right in the middle of the field. What happens if I run through it? It's an obstacle. And it will send you back to the beginning. Yeah, we ran through, if you didn't notice there, an invisible key. So this is one of those levels where you're going to have to come back after you defeat it once, and the key should show up. Actually, no. No. There's something we have to do first, which is kind of cool. It's very similar, reminiscent to Mario World, and the switch palaces you had to hit before you can go to different parts of the world, or you know, different parts of the enemy that you could just run smack face first into. Yeah, you go to these key palace things. It's just like any other level, so it's not as simple as the switch palaces were, where you just had to run and get lots of gold coins with very few enemies. It's an actual fully blown level. You run through it, and then keys are littered across the land for you to go pick up and go into different parts of other levels. Go into alternate endings of some levels. That wasn't a level that had an alternate ending, but it probably had a costume. And I don't know if the costumes do any sort of difference in... if they do any sort of difference in playability. If it's just a looks and aesthetic, or if there's actual differences to how they kick or run into things like that. Yeah, maybe they run into things less if you're wearing a different costume. No, it's highly unlikely. You're probably still going to suck equally as much if you change the costume, but... Oh, we just jumped over a cool thing right there. Those yellow rectangles that you may have seen in the past, those lead you to Bit Trip Retro challenges, which there are 25 in total in this game. And I say screw it, we're going for the alternate ending. No! If I could not jump into those spike things, kick, and don't fall into them. There we go, that's so much better. Because we're going to have to come back here again to do the normal ending, just to go forward in the game. So, I'm going to do the alternate ending because it doesn't seem too challenging. We got up here fairly unscathed. We had more problems when we tried to go for the normal ending, going on the lower path. But I want to come back and try and do one of those retro challenges too, because that's a really cool thing that Bit Trip Runner has thrown in here. I guess it's comparable to the SNES graphics. Well, you'll see when we get to that level, but it's really cool. It's sort of like in Runner 1, when if you got all perfect on the level, you got to enter an Atari-looking kind of Jumpman stage for Mr. Commander Video here to run on through and collect golden. So now the graphics are slightly upgraded to NES or SNES. And you could do the same. Except this time it gives you 3 chances. It gives you 3 lives, which is really nice because the original only gave you one shot at it all. Yep, in the original you could run as much as you wanted through the main world, keep going back to the very beginning each time, but if it was for perfect bonuses, they expected you to have some skill, so they did not give you any extra tries. Even with 3 tries though, I'm pathetic. I do fail oftentimes. And something that I've noticed my computer doing is it's been chugging at frame rates here and there. Hasn't been too much of an issue in the main game, but for whatever reason it, I don't know, it acts as though the game is going faster than it is, and it's blurred with the graphics, and I didn't even know I got all the gold. Booyah! Let's go for bullseye! Beautiful. And that's all the keys. So that was the key switch palace. Sweet. Now I'll be able to unlock some cool things, other levels, and new costumes too. If I get any new costumes, I definitely will put them on. I don't think I'm going to go through all these levels to get the keys though, because a lot of them are simply just collection missions for new costumes, and that's pretty cool. Here's an alternate costume that we've collected. It's Commander Video with headphones on, but I don't think it's worth showing again because it's the same level, guys. It's just a slightly different path. I don't know, you guys can comment below if you guys actually want to see that. Let me know. Probably not though, because I've already edited it away for this episode. It's unlikely I'd be changing it now. Alright, so here's one of the retro challenges. Oh, that's a good recommendation up at the top right there. Make sure you eat a banana every day Fruit is important. Okay, see, like this. This is what I'm talking about. The game graphics look faster than I think I'm actually running. And everybody's saying, no, this is just an excuse. DeoGenZ just sucks at this game, but I'm serious, if you were controlling this right now, there we go. See, it works itself out, but you have to die a couple of times. So that's always annoying. I don't know why it's got difficulties with lowered graphics levels. Ah, oh, fucking Scorpion. But we'll try it again. Only 3 lives. It's not bad when it's running at the speed and frame rate that it should be, but when it kind of speeds things up, and that's not a feature of the game, that's just my computer sucking, telling me that it's about to die. It already actually lost its battery capabilities, so it's not even a laptop anymore. It's yeah, it's just a desktop. A loud fanned desktop that I can't even open up to clean out any of the parts. Yeah, live and learn. Probably gonna build my own PC next time just so I have access to everything inside. And aha! Fuck you, Scorpion. But I like the stylings of this. It's you know, it's probably based on SNES graphics, but to me, from my era of growth with Nintendo, it reminds me of Game Boy. Like a Game Boy Color game. I don't know if there's anything that comes after getting all those challenges. I mean, I would think there would be. I don't know what though. Actually, if you go look in the costumes rack and you go all the way to the end, there is a costume for Commander Video, but it's a separate Commander Video. It's the original Commander Video, the 8-bit chiptunes infused Commander Video. That was a fail. And yeah, I think that might be the way that you unlock it, because it would make sense to me. You unlock all the other characters. There are other characters, not just Commander Video. You can get costumes for him that make him look different, but there's alternate people you can play as well. But that would make sense. If you beat all the retro challenges, you get to be the retro Commander Video. And speaking of retro, this is another feature that I haven't figured out how to get. Okay. But I'm guessing that it's another one of those things where you're going to have to beat most of the levels and then come back to some of them. There is a retro mode in this game. And if I could figure out how to activate it before the end of this series, I definitely would like to show it off. Key! Ow. That was not long-lived. It wasn't even that difficult. Sometimes you just hit the wrong button at the wrong time. Especially on the keyboard when there's so many similar buttons nearby. That's the big issue. But, retro mode. What is that? Does that mean everything in the game gets turned back to retro graphics? That'd be hardcore. Oh, there's a Skarmory flying around in the background there. Or something. But, yeah, you activate it, at least on the keyboard, with the K button. I think. Here, let's see the main selection. Yep, K equals retro. But it's not highlighted, so we can't choose anything of it. And there's a bunch of costumes for Commander Video. We'll go with his running costume. Ready to go running, 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 running. So I think I'm going to switch things up a bit because this game is so fun and fast-paced and you can run through a lot of levels in a short amount of time. I think I'm going to post 2 videos a day. We'll see how that works, because if nobody's watching either of the videos, I'll just go to one or the other. But I think I'll be posting a runner video every day, alongside of the main LP that's going on at the time, whether it's Sin and Punishment or Super Mario Sunshine. And the reason being is me and Vlad have actually got a lot planned for the channel, a lot recorded. That is, oh wow, fail, fail, fail. I just at that point knew I was not having the rhythm to run up and W jump. That's how you activate those jump pads on the keyboard. So I just had to jump and survive. Sometimes you do that to thrive in runner, but that's why there's always the option to go back. And always the option in some levels Well, that doesn't make sense. Always in some? Yeah, no. In some levels, you can go for the alternate ending, which yields great rewards. Hoping it unlocks the new character of this level. Because each world you go to, it has their own secret level, secret character to unlock. Thinking this might be the alternate end to that means. Well, it is getting pretty long this episode, and I don't want to make it go too excruciatingly long to where people don't watch, so we'll end it here and see if next time we are going into a new character.